Hi guys, and welcome to a new Minecraft video. I thought it'd be fun to show you guys some of my favorite build hacks in Minecraft. Any of these you have will not require any of the data packs, although I did leave them in the game just for continuity to Raven's Isle. And yeah, when I first started Minecraft, I had a really hard time figuring out how people did a lot of what they created. And, when I would find a video, I'd find it was like from a couple of years ago. And then when I went to go try it, it wouldn't work. So I hope you find these useful. And let's get started. Whee! Okay, so first here, you can see I have a regular dirt path. I know a lot of people like to jazz up their paths using the different type of textures. I have never, ever been good at that. I don't like how it looks. It always comes out looking yucky to me. But here's a quick way to make your paths fancy. So let's just come over here and get the supplies we need. So these can be done with any of the pressure plate doors and dirt paths, or really any kind of the natural blocks. I just chose the dirt paths and I left them in there. Brilliant, Luna. Okay, so the first one we're going to kind of be doing be kind of like a really rustic style on a single pathway. So it's just placing them every other one. The only thing that is a drawback is as you go walk over them, you're going to have to deal with the clicking noise. But it is what it is. I still kind of like it. We can go with a little fancier one by using the bamboo and alternating, kind of like in a weaving pattern. And obviously this one's going to be a lot more louder. Whee! And finally we're going to do a 3-wide path. So that's going to be 1 block down, 2 blocks across with a space in the middle. And there you go. These can be used to make roadways, like if you want to go up to a path towards a house, or even in a fancy type garden. They don't work if you've dug a nice dirt path, because the minute you put it won't let you put the blocks on. Will not let you put the stone or any of the pressure plates on. So let's put these back so they're not in our way. So next we're going to come over here and we're going to do some of my favorite furniture. These are very simple, decor. My allergies have been like out of control today. Don't know why. So I did do it in like a tile pattern to make it easy. Did it again. When it says inventory, I think I'm actually putting it in my inventory, and I'm not. That just shows how brilliant I am. So, hold on, I forgot one other thing we could use. I'll show you guys in a second. So one of my favorite ones, you can just slap that down and you do have a simple basic chair. Or if you want to make a lounger, you just add another slab. So if we take a step over here, we're going to come use the cherry block. And we're going to make a bit of a fancier chair using trapdoors. And I have a nice fancy chair, or if you want to expand it, we can turn it into a sofa. And for our last, almost fell out of my chair. For our last chair, we're going to use a spruce slab, and then we're going to put a door, hopefully, put a door behind it. This worked the other day for me. Okay, maybe it wasn't a door that I had used. Well, not a door. Maybe it was one of the spruce planks. They are a little bit wider. Hold on. I was doing it from the wrong angle. There we go. And then now you have a high-backed chair. So you have these just 3 simple designs here. And these can all be done using just what you have in the game already. I did promise I'd show you guys a bit of a more fancier bit more of a fancier chair. And this is just you put down the stairs and then you attach signs to either side of it. Now obviously you can't sit in these in the game unless you have a mod, and then you'll be able to, but I have a very hard time figuring out how to install mods. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to add some plant life to your game. So for this you can get it. Didn't do it that time. Any sort of stairs. I like to use coarse dirt and a trapdoor, and then any type of flower. So we're going to take a step in behind here. So first you're going to put down your coarse dirt, and then you can throw in or around your stairs, and then add your flower. So I'm going to take that apart and show you a different style. These are also great for trees and such. A different way would be to put the stairs where they're upside down and normal, and normal, and upside down, and normal, and upside down, normal, upside down, and oops. And then normal. So you have kind of a unique design. I'm going to smack this flower out, throw in dirt, and I'm just going to show you what this looks like if you do a custom tree, because I added everything in except what I need to make the custom trees. So let me jump in the creative mode for a second. Let's see. Let's do a cherry tree. I'm going to come here. I'm going to look up for a lightning rod. Just plop that in there. So I'm going to come here with the lightning rod, add that there. And I'm going to add another lightning rod on top. We're going to cover that in a second. And then kind of just fill in the empty spaces, because you really don't want to see the space between the 2 lightning rods. And with this one, we're going to put the stone stairs upside down all the way around. And I'm going to leave the corners empty. So there we have a bit of a different fancy tree. I'm going to show you just a different variation of that using the pots. So let me get these out of the way. So when you notice I put that flower pot down, it is a normal flower pot. This is what it will look like in your game. Because I do have the Lush Plants data pack, when I put a flower in, the pot is going to change. So yours is going to look a little bit different than mine, but that's okay. So one of the first things you're going to do, we're going to put down a big pot. And we're going to put another pot alongside of it so we can stand up. You want to press shift, go to your small flower pot and put it on. And then in the regular flower pot, you can add your little blue flower or any flower you want. And as you can see, the pot did change. We smack that out and add another leaf. We can also put a lightning rod on top. And then we can do the same where if we jump up, whoops, not behind it. My aim is terrible. So, So I'm just going to hop in creative mode and fly. Show you guys because it'll be quicker. And then you can do something like that. If you don't like that, you can take out the lightning rod and you can replace it with a cherry fence. And remember, always remember when you're working with the pots to shift click. And there you have a little tree. Or if you really want to be fancy, come here and we'll grab a little cherry sapling. Now this is once again going to change how my pot looks. And that's okay. So shift click and throw the pot in. And then when you go through, put the cherry sapling in, make sure you're not shift clicking because then it won't work. And that kind of glitched out. So we're going to break that. We're going to grab a bamboo sapling. Not a bamboo. Let's see. I know which one I'm looking for. I can just never remember the name. I like to do either the oak sapling or the birch sapling. So let's pop in the birch sapling just so you guys can see an example. As I said, it's going to change because of the pot. But you have something like that. Now I probably would change the color of the cherry sapling on top. So the next thing I'm going to show you are hanging pots. So I'm just going to clear out my inventory again real quick. And just try to organize it. Organization's key when you're trying to do a build. The more organized you are, the quicker it's going to go. Do I always follow that? No, I do not. And it does get me into trouble at times. Okay. So, oops. Let me grab a spruce fence. So one of the things you want to do is first give a place to your pot to hang from. Now, let me come over on this side because you'll be able to see it better. So let's put it all the way on the top. Now add a chain. And I'm just going to add a fence down here to put my little pot in. It's not my pot because these will not be able to be put in on air. They have to be put on an item. And then I'm going to add my blue orchid. Then take it away. And you can see it's not 100% perfect, but we have our little hanging pot. Let's do one with the, well, I don't want them that close. You know what? It's okay if they're that close. So we're going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to put down a cherry sapling and then just adjust the chain accordingly. But let's say you want to have like a flower box coming down. So with these, you don't have to put in the spruce fence. So I'm just going to grab and bring in, take away the spruce fence for a second, put that there, bring in the dirt block because these plants do need the dirt block. So I'm going to put that there. Now, as you can see, my glowberries are going to be becoming my glowberries are going to become wisteria vines. That is the one data pack I have installed. If you don't want these to continue growing, you're going to have to put string on the bottom of them. Otherwise, they will grow until they just can't grow anymore. So then we have a cute plant like that. I want to grab a moss block. Up in the water again. So now we're going to do the same for this one. But let's come here and grab a spruce fence. I'm going to make it, come on. So I'm just going to make it a little bit higher and a little farther out because I want it to be a bit more dramatic looking. So I'm going to put a trapdoor up there, and then on the trapdoor, I'm going to attach using shift click my moss block, and I'm going to bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to add, and it's, okay, that didn't work. Good thing I double checked. Okay, there we go. So then we're going to bring it all the way down. And now we're going to let the moss hang down off of it. It's not going to do it all the way down because I'm too close to this block. But we're going to come over on the other side. We're going to come down here. And we're going to break these blocks, making sure we don't break the very block at the top. Because if we do that, all our vines are going to fall down. And that's what I did. Because I didn't attach the vines all the way at the top. Ay, ay, ay. When you make plans for a video and it doesn't go as planned. Oh well, such is life. Yeah, see, those aren't going to stay the minute I go to take them, but so you can make a nice hanging plant like that, and then just come back in and fill the wall. If you build it out far enough off the wall, that's not something you're going to have to worry about doing. So while I am here, I'm going to show you guys how to make flower boxes. There again, you can use whatever trapdoor and any item that will let you grow flowers on them. You do want to make sure you get the bottom. And then we're just going to come up here. And let's see, let's do a little nice tree. Yeah, let's do one with trees. And the last thing I wanted to show you is how you can do a bit of different windows. You know, because it gets boring after a while, just having like the glass in the windows. And as I said, these are just quick ideas how to spruce up your builds. Probably down the road I'll do maybe a bit more. I'm not sure. I am not the best person at teaching, as you may have noticed. But so one of the first ones I like to do is just a simple fence in the window like that, and then you can obviously expand it. into something like that. So we're going to take this back down so I can show you the other version. If you want to have kind of a smaller window, so you first pick out where you want your window to go. So I want it to go here, so I'm going to put another block back in front of it. We're going to step back, put that trapdoor there, click, and bam, now you have, oops, like shutters. If you're standing in the right spot, hopefully won't smack you into the ground. So you can come around here and look out and put it down if you want to talk to somebody. And if you really want to get fancy, add another block there. And then take a step back and add kind of like an overhang. Break that block and then put in your window. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. May have been a little bit confusing. I apologize. I'm really not good at explaining stuff. I try, but it never seems to work. But I hope you found this useful. And before we go, we will just take one final look at, oh my goodness, I almost forgot. I forgot to show you guys how to make cattails. So, oh, how silly of me. Knew I was going to forget something, write everything down that I want to say, and I still forget it. Okay. So we're going to grab, believe it or not, a candle and stain a stained glass pane, preferably green. And you want to stick them in your water. The key here is don't have them next to anything because see how they connect? So you want to do something like, whoops, not like that. So in this case, we'll do 2 and try to stagger them and make them different sizes. And just add some variety to your game. So let's try this again. I hope this video was helpful. As I said, these are some of my favorite hacks to do. And you'll probably find them in most of my builds, even though I do have a furniture mod. Thank you, guys, if you made it to the end. If this has been helpful, I will be happy. I am not good at stuff like this, but just thought it'd be fun to give it a try. If you guys have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them down below. And before we go, I'm going to show you one last look at everything we made.